Hey guys, I'm just sitting here eating a cucumber. So good. Kind of like an apple. So good. Have you guys ever had an English cucumber? You eat the skin and all. I washed it. I'm gonna sit here and munch on it. I probably won't eat the whole thing because, well, I have a glass of radishes that I also plan to eat. I put them in my fridge like that. When I bring them home from the store, I wash them, I trim them up, I put them in a glass of water. So if I get the munchies, I go into my fridge, I grab a radish, or I grab some celery. So this is how I keep my veggies up. So these are sitting in the fridge. This keeps them nice and fresh. And when I'm hungry, I just go get, these are rainbow carrots, organic rainbow carrots. Have you guys ever seen any of these? I got some little light yellow ones. So good. Crunchy, purple, orange. They're so good. So I'm just sitting here doing this video. I've gotten a half a portion of veggies basically. So I'll keep eating my cucumber. And that's how I get my veggies in every day. I feel so much better. What do I got? I got green, orange, yellow, and purple. That's 3 colors. A lighter green. That's 4. I've got my red radishes. That's 5 vegetables, you guys. They're all cleaned up. They're all ready to go in and grab. And it's so good. So that you guys is how you get more vegetables in your diet. So yeah. Today we're going to talk about sugar busting tactics. We're going to talk about self-care and self-love, which is so good for your overall wellness. So I'm just going to jump right into it after I sat there and was eating my veggies. Just like an apple. So good. So, one of the things I recommend the thing is with self-care that I think we tend to, as a society, overlook. It doesn't have to be a spa day. It doesn't, going and getting your nails done, I don't think that's self-care. I really don't. I do it because my nails are so paper thin. Don't ask me why, because I eat pretty good. But, it drives me crazy. I hate taking the time. I honestly don't love spending the money on it. It's like $30 plus a tip. And I'm thinking I could totally go to the movies or go bowling or go, whatever, but donate it. So that's not self-care. I think self-care is doing little things throughout the day for yourself. Like maybe playing fun music. Happy by Pharaoh. Can you guys hear it? Sometimes you can't hear it. So playing fun music, especially like while you're cooking dinner or something, that is self-care. To me, that is some self-care because you don't have the TV blaring in the background. You're just playing some fun music that you love. That is one little tiny way to get some self-care into your day. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's so weird. No, they're not. I thought they were. Anyway, okay. What else? So when I plan my healthy meals, I know I'm kind of a nerd, but I'm like a nutrition nerd. I get excited. Like I think, oh, this meal is going to have this many colors of the rainbow. This meal is going to have this many. I'm going to make a really delicious organic quinoa and organic black bean bowl with cilantro, tomatoes, maybe diced onion or scallions, and squeeze lemon juice all over it. I love that. So, and actually, to that point, one of the vegetables I wanted to recommend is spaghetti squash. So that's yellow. If you guys need to know how to cook that, let me know. I wash it, poke some holes in it, and then bake it for, depends on how big it is, sometimes 35, 40 minutes, because I like mine a little al dente, not super mushy. Scrape it all out. You got this big, beautiful pile of spaghetti squash, and then again, I'll put like roasted chicken breast on it, and tomatoes, and cilantro, and black olives, and olive oil drizzle, lemon juice drizzle. All of that is so delicious. In that meal, you're getting, maybe it's not a whole portion, you're not going to eat a cup of cilantro, but you're getting at least 2 or 3 veggie portions in that meal. If you don't eat meat, you don't have to put meat on it. So you're getting all of those vegetables. If you put black beans on it, which I also love to do, that gives you some fiber and protein. So what do we got so far? Play fun music, that's good self-care. Planning your shopping and your meals, let that be fun. Sit down with a cup of, I'm having a cup of organic detox tea, and plan your meals. Make it fun. Play some music. Get creative. Challenge yourself to see how many colors of the rainbow you can get on your plate in one meal. That's how you're going to get your veggies. What else? So yeah, same thing for grocery shopping. I love to go grocery shopping. Sometimes we do get them delivered for the sheer sake of time, but I love going into the grocery store, smiling at people. I always end up making small talk with people, and it energizes me and it makes me happy. And I know that it makes them happy because then they're smiling and walking through the store. That to me is a form of self-care because I'm doing something really nice and that energizes me. So that's self-care. That's how you're getting your veggies in. When you go to the grocery store or when you make your list, plan to get at least 6 different color veggies or more. So again, I'm going to go back over this. I've got my little organic carrots. I keep them in a jar in water in the fridge. That's a few colors. I have my delicious cucumber. That's a color. These are so good, you guys. You wash them. I do buy organic and I wash them really good anyway. Radishes, red and white if you want to be technical. My celery, again, clean your celery. Wash it really good. If you're not buying organic, I put it in the sink with some cold and a squirt of dish soap and wash them really, really good because the pesticides just aren't good for us. You can get orange. I know Cheryl had posted a picture about all the veggies she had. She had, I think, orange and red peppers. You can get green and yellow peppers. You can get asparagus, radishes. Again, we talked about the spaghetti squash, which is yellow, the English cucumbers, all of those things. And just eat them. Sometimes I'll slice up a cucumber. You know, when I started doing this is this past weekend when we were in San Diego, I brought a cucumber. I always pack a ton of healthy food wherever we go. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I just prefer my own cooking. But the cucumber, I got it out, I washed it, took the ends off, and I thought, I'm not going to slice it. So Mike and I just sat there and ate it, and it was so good. And why not? We do it with an apple, right? Why not? For more self-care. And the reason I'm talking about these things is that little poll I did. Not getting your veggies in, sugar addiction, self-care. Those are kind of the things that kind of bubbled to the top that were something that some of you are not doing consistently. And it doesn't have to be every day. Some days there's going to be an off day and you're want to go to Taco Bell. Go to Taco Bell. Who cares? If you know for a fact you're eating healthy and clean 80 to 90% of the time, I just think that life is good. And that's a lifestyle, not a diet. I hate the word diet unless we're talking about nutrition because dieting has such a negative connotation. We've for so long we've had hammered into our minds that we got to do this diet, we got to do that diet. And I think I mentioned on one of my Facebook lives before, I was like a size 7 and I still thought I had to diet. What a dork. Anyway, um so for self-care, visit a park or a lake and soak up some vitamin D3. Take a book or a magazine and sit down, put a little blanket down at the park or take something to feed the ducks. Learn to enjoy those small moments. You think, well, I don't have time to go to the park. Well, kind of, yeah, we do. We all get the same 168 hours a week, and take 15 minutes. 15 minutes, that's 1/4 of an hour to go do something like that. Soak up some vitamin D, and maybe take a walk at the park. That's self-care. That to me is so much better self-care or self-love than going to get your nails done or going to get a pedicure. I really, really, really believe that. It's learning to enjoy each day in a moment. Like last night, I was tired. I had a long day working and I thought, oh, I should take a bubble bath and soak in some Epsom salts. And I had to talk myself into it. And when I was done, I felt so much better. It just literally kind of washed off the day. I felt energized. So that Dr. Teal's, it comes in a big dark blue container from like Walmart, the Dr. Teal's bubble bath. Throw a half a cup of that in there and enjoy a bubble bath. Throw some lavender in. When you do your Epsom salts, put your lavender in there first. Don't add them in separately in the water. It just helps it to absorb and immerse into the water better. So take a nice Epsom salt and lavender bath. So, so good for you. If you soak in Epsom salts for 20 minutes or more, that can actually be a little bit of a detox. That's so good for us. It pulls out toxins. It helps our skin to feel softer and better. Another thing for self-care in my geeky nutrition world is cooking a meal. So I love to get everything out on the counter, put on some music, pour a glass of wine. And I don't drink wine every day when I'm cooking. Sometimes it's a sparkling water with some lemon or some orange in it, orange slices, or a couple of strawberries diced up in it. So good. You can also do sparkling water with a half of a lemon and just a couple of drops or a little bit, half of a packet of stevia. One of my favorite beverages. So when you do that, I know that sounds crazy, cooking as self-care. It's all what you make it. It's all in your mindset. And turn that into a moment of fun. Knowing that you're feeding your body those colorful, vibrant vegetables, you're getting nutrients and minerals and vitamins and all the amazing things that come with eating a wide variety of colorful vegetables. I like to say I'm eating my sunshine. So good for you. And so for self-care, another thing is, nurture your inner child. When's the last time you played a game of cards with your buddy or your girlfriend or something, or played a game of backgammon? And Mike and I play rummy, and we just started this. We're doing $3 a game, and so it's funny because the money kind of goes back and forth, and we never really exchange it. But now, all of a sudden, we're doing it for $3 a game, and it's just so much more fun. And we laugh. Join a bunco group. I'm actually going to look around for something like that in my neighborhood and start going to bunco because you meet new people. You have a ton of laughs. I don't know if you've ever played bunco. It's been so long since I have, but it's really, really fun. That's basically all I remember about it. As far as connecting and nurturing your inner child, get your paints out. If you love to paint with oils or watercolors or acrylics, get your paints out. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. Buy a piece of canvas. Have some fun. That is so cathartic. That is self-care. Take a magazine to the park if that's something you want to do. That is self-care. Sit under the tree, listen to the birds and the sounds, and notice the smells of the flowers and the grass and everything else. Doing that and bringing that kind of delight, raising your self-awareness, it really makes you feel happier. And that is true self-love and true self-care. Express your feelings of delight. If you go to the grocery store and the produce man is there, let them know they have the best oranges. Or like I had an orange a couple of weeks ago, and actually a lady in my Bible study gave us some oranges. Oh my gosh, it was so good. So I delighted in it and I let her know how much I loved it. And it's just when you start talking about things you love and you enjoy and you're complimenting people, that is self-care. That lifts you up. It's so good for you. Again, make your plate a rainbow. Have fun. Take pictures. Post it on Facebook or Instagram and your Facebook stories. Have fun with it. Another thing that I think is really good self-care is showing off your confidence. It's okay to be proud of something that you're good at, We don't have to be nobody wants but someone that brags. I gotta put my lipstick back on. But being proud of something you're good at is okay. That's a really good thing. You're honoring yourself. You're letting yourself know that you love yourself. And again, nurturing that inner child. It's something that is not widely done and is so, so helpful and important. Another form of self-care is take a little bit of time and dream about the places you want to visit and, look up the pictures. Like, I want to go to Bali, Indonesia. I think that would be so amazing. I've never, well, I don't know if it's obvious, but I've never been. Let your dreams run wild. Think about what you want to do and where you want to go and who you want to do it with. Look them up and decide if that's something that you want to make into a reality. Daydreaming is so cathartic and brings such joy to our hearts. I promise you, it's going to be so easy to slip something like that into your day, and all of a sudden you've got your self-care covered. You've got your vegetables covered. Another form of self-care, a lot of people do it on the weekends. Several of my friends are nap takers, and I love that. I am too. I have a little bit of a hard time falling asleep if I'm working and motivated, but when I take a power nap of just 10 to 20 minutes, I literally feel like a new person. That is self-care. I wake up feeling refreshed. I get more done. Everything goes better. So what else? We talked about veggies. We talked about self-care. What else was I going to talk about? I can't remember. I can't. I am completely at a loss. I'm just sitting here rambling. Oh, sugar busting tactics. Actually, I made some notes. Let me find. I made some notes on that. Where did I put them? I don't know. I don't know. I had notes, but really, what I would say about sugar, and I have a feeling because I can't find my notes, where is my sugar busting? I have a whole thing written on it. I don't know. Like for me, let me get this out. When I eat a really delicious savory meal, I almost always want something sweet. So I shared my keto fudge recipe with you guys. That took me 5 minutes to make, and I have a hunk of chocolate that is so good. And when it's made with the blend of monk fruit and erythritol, it will not spike your blood sugar. So that's really good. The other thing is, and I get this at Sprouts, they have it on Amazon. It's called Pure, P-U-R. It's aspartame-free bubblegum. I also get the peppermint, but I don't have that here nearby. that is a perfectly good thing to do to curb your sweet tooth. Another thing you can do, and my one client, she's like, I don't want to go brush my teeth if I want a candy bar or I want something sweet. But if you can tell yourself, if you decide, making that conscious decision that you are not going to eat processed sugar and crappy foods, when you make that intentional decision, you look for ways to get around it. And oh, I wish I could find my notes. Where are they? Anyway, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm going to look for that because I feel like it's important. Brushing your teeth when you want sugar. Here it is. Where did it go? Let me pull it over to my screen. Okay, so I'm going to just read this off to you, and then I'm going to put it in a document and give it to you guys. But reducing or eliminating caffeine, the ups and downs of caffeine include dehydration, and your blood sugar has swings, and it can cause sugar cravings because your system is completely confused. So reducing or eliminating caffeine is one. And I know I've heard this before, that if you're struggling with fatigue, don't drink coffee. One way to wean off of it, and I love coffee, you guys. I'm not going to ever say you have to quit coffee, but I do have half caffeine and half decaf. I just have been doing that for a really long time. And I just think it's better, but I've heard that if you're struggling with fatigue, get off of coffee, go off of it for a few days. Now, that said, I drink enough coffee in the morning, like 2 big cups. I think I would get probably a headache. I know it does resolve, but I'm not interested in doing that. What I would do if I wanted to get completely off of caffeine is use half caffeine, half decaf, and then just raise the decaf and reduce the caffeine and gently get off of it. So that's one thing. Drink your water is the second thing. And when you're dehydrated, your body's going to start looking for things. It's going to look for ways to get energy. And before you go for something sweet, drink a big glass of water, wait 15 minutes. I feel like you guys are, rolling your eyes, but seriously, drink a big glass of water, set a timer for 15 minutes, and maybe you will be able to avoid that sweet, processed, crappy food. Eat sweet vegetables and fruit. Fruits are naturally sweet and healthy and delicious and have vitamins in them. And the more you eat, the less you're going to crave sugar. You're going to switch your body to knowing that it's getting the sweet tooth satisfied from natural foods, natural whole foods. Carrots are kind of sweet. Sometimes I will take a stalk of celery and put a little bit of organic 2 ingredients, peanuts and salt, peanut butter on it. So good. And that gives me that crunchy taste. Peanut butter is naturally a little bit sweet. What else? Use gentle sweet. So we've talked about this, is avoiding artificial sweeteners, and that's why I like this gum, because it doesn't have aspartame. Aspartame is horrific. I can't believe it's even on the market, I swear. But avoid artificial sweeteners and foods with added sugar. So you go to the label. I've got no label here. Dang it. You read the label, you read the nutritional part of it, and you only eat items that says 0 added sugar. Over time, it gets easier. Your body stops craving that sugar. You can do it. Think about a time like, I have a client that gave up soda pop cold turkey and has not had any soda pop for like 4 years. You know why she did that? Because she decided to do it. She strengthened her resolve. Ooh, that's good. It's a detox tea. I brought this actually to show you guys my little teas. I And actually, I realize it's not organic. Well, yes, it is. It says organic, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I get the Yogi detox teas. They're so good. I have two different kinds, I thought. Maybe not. Another tea that is so good. Good earth, sweet and spicy, bold. So good. It literally tastes like you're eating candy because it's so delicious. I'm not kidding. So, there's ways. Have a nice cup of hot tea. In my tea today, I put a half of a lemon and I put about a quarter of a packet of organic stevia. And you can use any of those, like stevia is really good, monk fruit, erythritol. But when I'm drinking for whatever reason, my fizzy waters, I put the little packet of half of a packet is so sweet of organic stevia and it's delicious. So use some of those things that are better for you, and over time your sugar cravings are going to get under control. That's what we want to do, especially if you want to be in weight loss mode and if you want to avoid serious diagnosis that can be really, really bad for you. I mean, those sweeteners can cause bad disease. I'm 58. I'm going to be 59 this year. And so I don't want to wake up one day and the doctor tell me that I have an incurable disease. Excuse me. So now is the time, ladies, to be making those conscious choices. Sorry, my voice is dry. Surprising, I had so much water today. What else? Get more sleep. If you're tired, your body is instantly going to go toward anything it can get its hands on to have to get some energy. And you do. When you eat sugar, you go bing up, but then you go blah down, right? So we want to eat foods that are more slow burning energy, and that's whole macrobiotic foods like we talk about on the Good Plate system. The Orgain organic vanilla protein powder, that tastes so good. It'll satisfy your sweet tooth, and there's really not much in it that isn't good for you. So just decide, look for ways to make better choices so that you're not going toward those sugary processed food items. Okay, what else? Eliminate fat-free or low-fat foods, because anytime it says it's fat-free or low-fat, it's going to have added sugar or chemicals in it to make up that taste. And something else I want to point out, which will help with sugar cravings, is if you're eating an item that says natural flavors, there is literally nothing natural about it. What happens, how they're able to say natural flavors, as long as the very first ingredient of that natural flavor was at some point in time in its little bitty life a naturally grown thing, like let's just say it's an apple and they extract something sweet from the apple or something from the apple, they completely bastardize it and make it a chemical. So when it says natural flavors, that is so deceiving because it is not natural. So if you can avoid products that say natural flavors, it will help your sugar cravings to get under control. And it might not be easy the first, few days or weeks or whatever, but when you make that decision, you make that conscious decision, it will come into place. I promise you, you just have to try. Another thing to help eliminate sugars and sugar cravings, which in our Unstoppable Widow Gets Fit group, if you go under guides, I believe it is, sometimes it's files and sometimes it's guides, we have our Sugars Blue document. It talks about how sugar is as addictive as heroin. So it's legit. Sugar addiction is legit. And I don't ever want to make light of it because I know I could very, very well be addicted to sugar. I like it. I love dessert, but I try to choose my battles and I don't do it every day. If I'm going to have something sweet, I'm going to make sure it's something really, really good that I can enjoy and not completely sabotage my goals, but satisfy having something sweet. So, what else? We've talked about, experiencing with spices. I got on a rabbit trail like coriander and cinnamon and nutmeg and cloves and cardamom. They're all naturally sweetened spices. And if you cook with those, you guys, it's so good. It's so doable. It's so doable to get over your sugar cravings. Slow down and find sweetness in non-food ways. So there is a psychological component, like we think we have to have something sweet. And again, if we make that conscious decision and say, I am going to control sugar cravings, damn it, and I'm going to do this, this, and this instead. Something that I really enjoy, and I don't eat a ton of apples because they are high in sugar, and mostly I stick with berries like strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries. Those are all lower glycemic fruits. But sometimes I'll take a half of a green apple and I'll smear it with a little bit of butter or coconut oil, put some cinnamon on it, and then bake it. Oh, is it good? It is so good. It's every bit as good as a slice of apple pie would be. So, do we have any questions? I see we have some people on here in and out, in and out, in and out. I don't see any questions. Let me know if you do have questions when you watch this on a replay. Please put #replay so that I know you guys are getting the trainings. That's what you signed up for. That's what you spent your money on, is me training you and sharing what I know. And I love if you guys share what you know, because I sure know I don't know everything. So I think that's it. Thank you for being with me while I enjoy my cucumber. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is sweet. It handles that crunchy sweet thing. And so I gave you lots of ideas on self-care and how you can fit it in during your day. It doesn't mean, do we all want to go get a massage every day? Heck yes we do. But we can't do that. So we fit in other little things that really energize us and make us feel good. And a lot of times that's taking our eyes off of ourselves and putting them on someone else. I don't know about you guys, but when I am a difference maker for somebody and I encourage them and I make their day better, that is my self-care. That's my jam. I love that. And then don't forget about the happy songs. Let's make a playlist. Ooh, I'm going to put a post in. I want everybody to post their favorite fun happy song. We'll make a playlist. Here's one of mine. I have a bunch, but this one. So go grocery shopping and send us a picture of all of your delicious veggies and stuff. Bye guys, have a good day. Please let me know if you have questions. Let's do this.